These might just be the strangest rocks I have ever seen in the field. This is Remote Islands Part 2. There's a tiny island on the Antarctic Peninsula where the rocks look like they were touched by alien life forms. Now, as a geologist, I've seen lots of different types in the rocks in the field, but I've never seen colours as vibrant in these and in such a specific location. This is Horseshoe Island. It is one of the southernmost islands on the Antarctic Peninsula. If you go any further south than here, you don't really find islands anymore. It's a mass of glaciers, sea ice sheets, and continental ice. This island also had a research base during the 1950s and a part in the 60s. This is Research Base Y as part of the British Antarctic Survey. The base is no longer in commission, but you can go and see the hut if you ever visit this place. Now back to the rocks. These rocks have these incredible blue veins that are just cross-cutting all over the place. And if you zoom in really closely, you can see the minerals inside. And these are copper minerals that have precipitated out of fluids that have been running through the rocks many years ago when they were very hot. So these are copper minerals. The main one in here is malachite, but there's also examples of stuff called chrysocolla as well. The rocks that these veins are forming in are volcanic rocks in origin. They're igneous rocks, and so these igneous rocks have fluids that are moving through them when the area is still hot, and these fluids are rich in metals and they're rich in hydrous material as well. So as long as you have a source of copper, as long as you have a source of carbonate from either the rocks or carbon dioxide in the fluids, and you have the ability for those fluids to cool down over time, you form these incredible copper minerals which form this incredible bright blue colour. In fact, I even have some right here on my shelf, not from the island, from somewhere else. But this is an example of those copper minerals. So within here is malachite, that's the slightly greener stuff, and chrysocolla, which is the blue stuff in there as well. So this is a really extreme example that this is actually from a copper mine. But on this island itself, the rocks are just riddled because of all these hydrothermal fluids that were flowing in the rocks around this region. And so this is a result. These cliffs of rock on this very specific part of this one small island where the rocks are just riddled with veins of copper minerals. Even though Horseshoe Island is quite close to the Antarctic Peninsula and the mainland continent, it's still a pretty remote island. This is below the Antarctic Circle, so below 66 degrees south. So stick around if you want to find more about other remote islands.